So today I want to talk about something I think is very important. If your agency has someone answering the phones, and I know we all have to answer phones, whether you have a receptionist, director of first impressions, or it's just whoever can grab them, there is one key tip I want to get out to every single person in an agency today. When someone is transferring you a phone call, under no uncertain circumstance should you give that person any attitude. This looks like this. Hi, I'm looking to change a vehicle. Okay, let me get you to so and so. You pick up the phone, you transfer it. Hi, so and so. It looks like Kelly is looking to change a vehicle. "Ugh, I'm in the middle of so many things. Fine, transfer them. First of all, number one, let's go through all the reasons this is stupid. Number one, the person that picked up the phone call is just doing their job, doing their role of loving and serving customers. Two, Kelly, who's calling in to change a vehicle, is excited about her new car. And you just, behind the scenes, whether or not you think it's important, but behind the scenes, we're like, oh, this is an interruption. A customer is an interruption. When you have that mindset all day long behind your eyeballs, I'm going to tell you something. There is no way it doesn't come out to a customer. There is absolutely no uncertain way. It comes out in one way or another. You might think you're the sweetest as pie, but you can be just a little sharp, condescending, and you probably don't pick up the phone. Kelly, oh, you got a new car? That's amazing. You go, year, make, model. And the one thing that I want to make sure that people understand is that this is an attitudinal thing. There's a philosophy and an attitude. And when you do those things, it really brings down the culture of the agency. Why would I ever want to transfer a phone call to you? And if your philosophy is our customers are an interruption, what are you doing here? All day long, you are frontline employee. People call in, they need our help. That's why we exist. And yes, sometimes it is stressful. But what I'm saying is, if it's not, one day out of the month where things get a little crazy, or maybe you're not having the best a day, maybe we can look the other way. But this is a consistent pandemic in agencies. I have dealt with more agencies over the past 2 weeks that have issues with phone call transferring. And this is basic 101. I'm going to couple this with a few other things that, in reality, we need to be there for our customer. So every agency needs to have a policy. Can someone decline a call? Every agency needs to have a policy. How do you screen calls to make sure that they're going to the right person? And the front desk person has to defend those roles. This isn't people pleasing. Because someone calls in and asks for Kelly, we still need to find out what they're looking for. Because if it's about an accounting invoice, it really needs to go to somebody else. The other thing that we all need to realize is that it's not that bad, okay? Somehow the work always gets done. Yes, you may have bursts of time where you have to juggle a lot of things. I want you to all think about yourselves as ER nurses. ER nurses have to figure out the highest best use of their bed space every single day. And that may mean something has to wait a tad bit. And that may mean that the 2-minute tasks that our brain loves that always get done may need to get bumped out for something more important. But when a customer calls in, it is the reason we exist. It is not an interruption in our day. And if your team is feeling that, another phone call, it's not allergy season on it is a problem and it needs to be identified and addressed. And ultimately, people need to be held accountable to change their attitude on it because it's a simple, simple thing that we all have control over. And if we're doing that to team members, it will trickle down to clients. And ultimately, we have a bigger problem because the philosophy is our customers are an interruption. Long gone are the days where we can do one thing at a time. We don't even do that in our personal lives. So it's not fair to blame an insurance agency. At home, I'm, feeding a dog and emptying the dishwasher and doing laundry and getting a million things done. This is a society we live in. So next time the phone answers and someone's trying to transfer you to call, take a deep breath. Say, hey, okay, great. Let me pull them up. Thank you so much. I'm going to help them. And don't give the person transferring the call any gruff. It's simply unprofessional, and we're all better than that, to be honest with you. And that leads me to our new online course. You take 15 to 20 phone calls a day. And if all of them are the, you can see how quickly that drains people. But all of them represent an opportunity. If you're going into a call as an interruption into all the other things you have going on, you're not taking that opportunity. And we need to reset that in agencies. And agencies need a plan. And this is what this course is. We only have the discount until 10/31. So if your agency is even remotely interested, you own the course forever. You could take it a year from now. Purchase the course so that you have access to this plan, training, workbooks, role-playing video. Watch them in your team meetings and get the job done. But the reality is those 15 to 20 calls are your lottery tickets to growth. So check it out. And again, none of the instead say, thank you so much. Let me pull them up and I'll get right on this. That is a professional response. The other one is childish, silly, and basically it makes us look like, we don't care about the customers. Our workday and all the things we have are far more important than the person needing to change a vehicle. That's just my 2 cents. You don't have to like it, but hopefully it's a wake-up call for a lot of people out there because the amount of calls we've gotten on it in the past couple of weeks is insane. Have a great day, everyone, and check out that course so you have a plan.